Insert manufactured drama here. Yeah, you know, I always say like, man, I gotta manufacture something dramatic, you know, and like figure it out. But I never managed to do it. But if I did, imagine the clicks. I gotta start beef with somebody. I've been saying this for like 2 years. I gotta start beef with somebody, man. That's how everyone else does it. Yeah, Joel, we have to fight. Divorce wasn't enough for you. Fuck you, Joel. Get out of my chat. Get the fuck out of here. It has to be us. Henya, I think if I tried to start drama with like fake drama with Henya, right? We had like fake beef. She wouldn't be able to make it convincing. I could be like, get the fuck out of my chat, Henya. And she'd be like, oh no, heart emoji. You know? I don't think she could do it. I don't think she'd have a hard time trying. I just think like you would hear it, you know? Like she'd be like, yeah, I hate you too. Like she would say it like that. She wouldn't be able to be like serious in the delivery, you know? It's just how she does it. Drama's nags over NYC baseball teams. He already knows which team I like. We've already talked about it. That's the problem. I've got this secret coalition of like New York sports fans that I talk to, and it's just 2 people. It's me, Nags, and Chilled Chaos. Not all talking together, me talking individually to them. Every now and then the Mets do something, and I message Chilled and I'm like, did you see that? Because he doesn't even like live here anymore, you know? So he likes to live vicariously through any of his friends that still live in the Northeast. So he'll be like, hey, did you see their new jerseys? It's crazy. You see the new merch? I'm not even like the biggest sports fan, but I like as an activity going to a game, which I used to do a lot. Nowadays it's more expensive and I don't really do that much, but I used to because it used to be free for a lot of students. So if you had an ID card for your school, you could go and they would just let you in, you know, and that was fine. So I used to do that because what other activity am I going to do for $0? You know, like what else am I going to do? So I used to do that, and I would sneak food in, don't tell anyone. And I would show up with like, you know, some like hot dogs in my pocket and shit that like, that I didn't tell them I was bringing in. I'd bring me and my friends would make some drinks. I'd mix some shit together, but it would be non-alcoholic, but it would look alcoholic. It always looked sus as hell, but it was just like Kool-Aid and some watermelon juice or some shit, you know? And I would go like sneak that in and sit down and we just hang out and watch a ball game, you know? It's whatever. Sometimes it would be basketball too. A lot of the different sports, the different like large teams and things, there are ways you can view stuff for free, especially if it's like not the main season. So I would go watch a lot of stuff. I like watching games live if I can. You love watching sports with camaraderie. I like the environment. I just don't care about like how a team is doing that heavily. I think the only time I've cared is just like if I have a friend who updates me on the Mets every week, I'm going to start to have feelings about the Mets and whether or not they win because I'm getting the updates, you know. But if left to my own devices, I don't really like follow the season or whatever. I just like to watch games, you know, that's all. Same with soccer. I really like watching soccer, but I couldn't give a shit who was winning or like who's doing what, you know. So I've never been like a sports team fan, but I'm a sports fan just from viewing it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Mets or Yankees? Mets. Maybe a long time ago, Yankees, but not anymore. I do like their little pinstripe uniforms, though. Would you just pick any random team and cheer for them? I usually like individual athletes. I'll watch a couple of games of one team and I'll see one player and be like, wow, that person's really good. I hope they win. But I usually don't care about like an entire team so much. It's more so like just a couple of players. I'll be like, oh, I hope they do it, you know? Get all your sports news from Buddha screaming about the Lakers. Yeah. How are you assigned a birth to the Mets or the Yankees? Oh, it's a multi-generational thing. It's crazy. People will be like, they'll have parents that are Yankees fans, and if their kid is a Mets fan, they will try to change them. They will try so hard to change them. You like baseball, but it's too slow paced. You know, yeah, I agree. I think baseball is a slog to watch on like TV, but when you're physically there, it changes because you go with people usually. You go with people and then they're playing and you get this nice pacing because they play a bit and you watch that and you lock in, and then when they're in between everything, you turn and you're talking to your friend. So a live game is really good. It just doesn't translate outside of that, I feel like. But in person, it's really nice. So I recommend it. Your parents have a team? They don't really care. My parents aren't big sports watchers. Not really. They're sports doers. Like they were always pretty active people, but no, they didn't really like care about how many teams were doing, which is probably why I didn't really care that much, right? How about football, Bills, Giants, or Jets? I don't really care. I think not the Jets, because the Jets have been like hot ass for a bit. I think no one can deny that. The Jets have just not been it for years. Giants in comparison clear them, and it's crazy.